secondary students, they are becoming politicians. They are becoming politicians. More so, leave alone being politicians, because for us we used to be leaders in schools. We are elected as leaders. Me, I was a chapel prefect. I was once the disciplinary minister prefect. Cleanliness, what? Those prefects were prefects, and not so much that ministers. But then, recently, what we are seeing in schools, it is politics, real politics. Total so kolaba ku politics ku byobufuzi ebyawula nti mu primary waliyo omwana oba mu P2 waliyo omwana eyesimbirawo ku kadi ya NRM nosanga lero yesimbirawo ku kadi ya UPC oba niwe sanga yesimbirawo ku kadi ya DP otuuza ebyobufuzi mu matendekero kati nabyo mu bifudde part of your leadership as UNSA.
Fenga UNSA tutandikira ku secondary school tutandika senior 1 and above. Na era wagamba institutions of learning kata wa primary ne constitution ya Uganda tebakkiriza affiliating political parties. Wango wochali below 18 then the membership of political parties no kubango ya 18 and above ofune party card obere nayo. Kala wa primary abo tubavumirira nnyo babireke. Primary secondary school, please, you should not affiliate yourself at that early age. Kubanga
obufananyi bungi butambula ku social media.
Bulaba isi
mwana wa primary yesimbiyewo ina poster ilikuwa ambulera nukama jibu kama katonda mwana ambulera ajagisachi kati wolabira in terms of this nga mubungi otandika kubala ba mu institutions of higher learning ena mu diploma awarding certificate ne degree ma universities. And universities na tosobola kufuna clear flow of how they be around. Kubanga ne constitutions za political parties zinozoraba. Karuga MUP obenane mu FDC. Tebagamba baja kubera ne structures mu schools. Techirimu. But somebody just comes.
Atikati omanyi the mother constitution says when you're above 18 also affiliating yourself
because you
are mature and you have a right to affiliation to any political party, any religion, and all that.
So in institutions of
higher learning,
there are no political structures.
There might be structures, but illegal. Because we have a guild constitution that is singer. Temuli nti baja kukiriza kwa political parties. Kubanga no about people. I was talking to some students that no about paper. Talk about finally chilogo cha NUP close to a person mateka kulinyalye ne class maybe have them kati political parties nazo kati zata liko kubreedinga students leaders as a form of mobilization. Ojukira UID are so strong bano ba Democratic Party ngogena UID makerere strong
UID the FDC during that time of Dorini Nyanjura and Ibrahim Bagaya. But is strong.
A political party has two motives: to win an election and to mobilize. Even if, let me tell you, whenever there are battles in the village, as you're crying in your home, there is a politician who is happy. He's coming to mobilize.
Of course.
So at the end of the day, when there is something wrong happening, there is a person who is benefiting. And again, I want to state it clear that they're not very legal, and the institutions of learning have shunned away from having them former bodies in the institutions of learning. And again, even the Electoral Commission, I've not seen it clear in the political party that says...
What's the Electoral Commission?
The one of the country.
Of the country?
They have not cleared any political party with such articles that say they will have structures of political parties in institutions of learning. Nevertheless, I'm saying the mother constitution is the lead document. Ebakiriza okuaffiliating. Katulukwebuza at what capacity? Or to what extent?
Tutuuka ku kiseera n'olaba nga in fact sina lwaleeruluka mukwano gwange singa nina kunyumizaako mukwano gwange yali Sara Kajingo. Sara Kajingo omujjukira nga president Makerere nga weinaalemu.
Yes.
Kiraba by that time nga weinaalemu ne bajja era ng'olaba waliyo abazze aba DP waliyo abajja nga ba UPC naye eri ku mirembe giri egyasooka bano batimawo babuuza naye bakugamba naffe twali Makerere nga tulina ekibiina kya DP kye tulimu
nkagambye mbu ebibiina si bibi naye n'abaana kati ennaku zino abaana abasomi katugende mu institutions of higher learning nga ku universities baagala a quick way through winning an election. Kati wategeera nti kati ojjukira by the time FDC was very strong nga buli wogenda FDC maybe the same time during UPC and the rest. NRM has just been disowned somehow in institutions of learning. I don't know why. I don't think they have good mobilization skills there. Naye kati katugambe case scenario of the one of Makerere. Oli aligamba I'm affiliating myself to NUP, to FDC, to NRM. Naye wona omubuuza mpapate card. Nagapate card to get them system of the political party if they know you. Some of them are not known there. But because Arabian NUP is a quick way to my success in politics, it's accepted. Previously, when Mukampala previously, Ngabuliomo agamba wera ku FDC yakawangula. Kati byachuka. No FDC will run to NUP to masquerade to win an election in Kampala. So it is how do I go through? The first thing is winning an election. How you have won it, you can discuss when you have won. The political parties entirely CMB, Wanga, most of our leaders, even in this country, Banobat Mao, Dolaro Tunus, name them. Even Museveni himself was part of political, part of student activism. The time he was a student's leader. It grooms you and nurtures you to welcome you to the real politics. And that's all those creams we have in our politics of today. We are once leaders in institutions of learning. But as we were leading, they were affiliating themselves to give political parties the little lanya. It was UPC. By the time he was shot in the stomach, by then, when they were holding strikes here and there, was UPC. When he came out, he had his own political lining, but he joined NRM after some time, which is also not a problem because you can affiliate and change anytime. So, the city government in B, but in primary schools, secondary schools, I condemn. Okay. Institutions of higher learning, to Gambian, it is not bad. But to what extent? To what level should Kiza Besije come to Makerere? To what level should Bobby Wine encourage himself to come to Makerere to campaign for his candidate directly to that level?
Lwaki olwalonzize n'ensonga eno of recent mukwano gwaffe omuyizi yattiddwa mu campaign ez'Amakerere guildi campaign z'Amakerere ne bawaliriza n'okuyimiriza akalulu you see you from Mukono najja acampaigningira wa Makerere bamukubye ekimala bamufumisa ekicupa biki wa FDC akati tutuuka ne ku level eri awe tuuse n'okutta omuntu because of politics institutions.
Twalabye press release nga ku police explaining the saga nabo bagamba NUP clash with FDC teams and in Makerere. Naliye Makerere myself. Nagendayo nga I was observing the election at an angle to see what was happening. Omanyife as UNSA, when you're leading, you're non-partisan. Nekubanga you're campaigning ngagwe. Constitution have taken his hand to NUP, FDC, NRM. Nenga tuno nyaka we are very neutral. And that's why we still came to Makerere. Nga tugezako okulaba embeera eri etya. Makerere's politics is based on halls of residence. Highly. Halls is all about Lumumba, Sibirwa,
Africa, what?
This clash, according to my understanding and engagement with a lot of these students, it was not about the political party even. Ojakulaba anti Micho Hall, Yavayo, ne supporting a candidate on FDC, bali never supporting Goli or NUP. When they meet, Tebalwana and FDC versus NRM no. Balwana, or they fight out to show power. We are the lion. We are the lions. We are the lions. Joe ugenda ugenda kulaba abantu balinga mu t-shirts nga batadeko GGB owulira GGB mugomgom Guard Brigade. Guard Brigade. Ujja kulaba omulala mu NRA, the North Coast Revolutionary Army. Kati at the end of the day, we know kati Makerere was highly hall. And that clash was between basically halls and here and there. But again, we cannot withdraw the political party narrative. Because maybe this hall is divided due to political party influence. So oyo muize yafudde twagala kwimira naye fenga Uganda National Association. Kibinyo era may his soul rest in peace. Era tuvumirira Makerere kye yakoze kubanga no ulira ne Makerere yagambe kale omwana yafudde katuyimirize buli kimu. Now stopping everything has it resurrect him. Okugamba I don't have any more elections happening physical, do not maybe bawanseleta najirabye nga bagamba guild government of students dissolved twaga kubalaba administration will handle these things. Does it resurrect the dead boy?
No.
At the end of the day wowe yaga kola referendum yaga choose ebintu bano benyina abayizi, can't you involve them in the system to tell them what do you think about this thing, how do we have election?
Because bano ba guild yabade ko guild leadership bayite mutule nabo
tebachikoze baba gambi at once go home, we have dissolved you, you will have your election such a time and online. There are thousands of Togera, there's also students guild in Makerere, which is also, you know,
they're going to be online.
Yes, they're going to vote online.
Have you seen online voting, which has failed for so many times?
It has failed. Of course,
the ones of musicians and artists.
It's an avenue for rigging for those who want to easily go through, because it is like voting is physical. You know a person's capacity to mobilize. When you've seen me before, I've campaigned to you, you've understood my ideology, you will vote for me knowing namulabako. Because of this reason.
Makerere bwe sala bugamba nti no bagenda kulonda online. Will it solve the problem?
The problem here, if it is the problem of halls being notorious, can you engage them within security meeting in the institution? If the problem of political parties, the political parties is okay because bagamba for us, our structures don't recognize them. So at the end of the day, let us be very clear on whom to blame, but involve the students again, give them the election. This boy who is dead, is dead. He came from UCU, yes, but maybe because of the love of the candidate. Remember, you can have OBs. I'm told that the boy was an OB to this other one. Me, when I hear that my OB is campaigning in anywhere, I will go and
you can
even come from Karamoja to campaign in Mbarara for your OB or friend. So at the end of the day, let's not also castigate him. It's a public university. Did he steal anything? He only came to support somebody.
Supporting somebody.
Yes. So he's UCU. So we as Makerere, we don't know about that stance.
Chisobola nti nno abaana bano baagala kuziza mutima guli. I don't know. Do you remember the North Coast spirit? The former North Coast spirit, which was renamed in Sibirwa Hall.
Yes.
Hey. Chisobola okukuba nti nno abaana bano baagala kuziza omutima guli. Omukadde the North Coast balinga bakambwe nyonyonyo nga balina n'emundu balina n'ebyambalo by'amagye era ngo North Coast yo bibeera nga evuddeyo ng'ebizize
North Coast edda tebaita NRA yalinga government spy mu Makerere nga bamanyi nti ba government nnyo wo backdating wabaddewo clashes nyingi mu Makerere abaana nga bafa almost for a week. Basinga bano bagenerals bola bageneral Sejusa bageneral Elite Mwine bali mu halls ezo atenga ba commanders lero kati they are generals in the army. So nagambye mbo everything that happens has both advantages and disadvantages. Kati okulaba maybe General Sejusa being a commander of one of the guard brigades made him a commander in real life. He served the nation. Kati why we are discussing this thing this way is because the wrong has happened. A student has died and the clash is purported, let's say, between FDC and NUP. Now, Katugamet nobody now becomes president. You're going to start saying, now you see it is because of political parties that nurtured him early, that made him to know the structures. Now he came through political student leadership, and now he's the guild president, Makerere, now he's the president of this country. So you will start hailing political parties and institutions of learning.
From institutions.
Now, because this one has gone so high, but because now we are looking at this part of, okay, something wrong has happened. Because of course now that's a media attention. They're saying, no, someone has died. The other bit of what good things they do, we don't want to listen to it. What led to this person's death? So there was that revolutionary type of fighting of halls and what has reduced. Even in secondary schools, when you go, there used to be rival secondary schools. When this school is here, And for us, we are here. When you play football and you beat us, blows.
It could be.
So at the end of the day, it is reducing. And I believe that civilization has now come to a bigger level in this country. And it might not be that so much. But we cannot also remove it. Because these things, they call them spirits. Ojamo Hall. This hall has a spirit of defiance and making noise.
Of course.
They nurture you as in year one brigade parade.
What year one? As just orientation alone is enough to make you to get the gist of Nsibirwa, of the gongoms, the room box. What? So now, what is the way forward? As UNSA, Momoroza, Chicha Chinzo Kolebwa, or Kendeza, Sebo Kendeza. What will Kurabanti? What if you have foods, Vivera institutions, Nayet, Tebituka Kulevo, Ate Etusa Kufila Bulambantu, Na Kotukate, Kuiminiza Guru Wakati. Tunawa tuchalia ngo wamubuzaga amanti nafe tutegeso okulonda nga nowe kyamu kunayaga nafe tutegeso okulonda. Should we suspend all elections from institutions because of Makerere?
No, it cannot be. In fact, Makerere University suspending the Students' Guild and all those things is wrong. Well, if you look at the university and higher institutions act gives the mandate to a lot of these institutions to have this guild leadership. So guild leadership being in place is not like prefectorial bodies that are much more illegal. These ones are by law.
Okay.
And that's why you see them saying a guild president shall sit at the university council to represent the students and not other senate sittings. So you saying you're suspending guild elections, it might be on grounds that maybe you have realized that that there is something wrong, like this is insecurity. It's justifiable. Even me, I would say when I was there, I ran so hard, I got an injury on my leg. I said, really, let them postpone the election first, because there's a lot of violence. I didn't say let them dissolve the guild, do anything like that in my own mind. So guild elections should happen and must happen. As UNSA, we are advocating that the elections of Makerere should come so fast. We should have leadership in place, because those are our structures.
Yes.
The guild presidents and what our structures for sending the message to the students. Now, if you're dissolving our structures, what do you want us to do?
Bojawo guild leadership. Kitegeza nti okutuddemu abayizi nti tebakyawuliziganya n'abakulu mu institution.
Yeah, thank you so much. So at the end of the day, tugambye nti fenga UNSA tetugenda condemning any political parties. Kubanga tulabyeko people that has helped to transit. But again, we want to condemn the extensive inclusiveness of them coming to a level of members of parliament,
of course,
coming in a place, vehicles to lure people, level of a party president, coming in place to mobilize. I always say that even if NUP or FDC or NRM loses in Makerere, they are not lost as a party. For them, they have sent the message. Do you who is coming from Kitigum, do you now know that there's NUP as a student of Makerere? Do you now know there's NUP? We will go back and say, during our election, there was something like NUP, FDC, NRM. Now that is enough for a political party. Mobilizing is the key. For them, it is mobilizing. Let them not come and lie to you that we stand for these rights or what. No. First is how many people follow you, how many believe in you. As UNSA, we are saying, reduce your intervention.
Tuza tubalaba as UNSA, nga mugenda mu elections ezo, naddala Makerere University. Nga bwomutuuka ku last day, era bano political leaders bajja ne bayingiramu. Ne ba campaigningira omuntu oyina gamba nti owinaremu goni yazze chairperson oba vice chairperson wa NRM mu Buganda yazze azze agenda kubeera ku gundi ne gundi o FDC na yagenda kujja kitegeeza nti politics
bajja era I'm saying even the church has politics. How is the Pope is voted through cardinals. What are you talking about? Yes, cardinals will collect themselves and they vote for a pope. So that's what the Pope may be saying now. For us, as the North Korea, we have never had a pope. Please give us. We shall try. Maybe Jesus came from Israel. If you give me an Israel pope, we will try. That's politics, propaganda, and trying to convince the people who are around to vote for you. Africans will say, we have never had an African Pope. Please give us chance.
Give us chance.
How we shall do. So politics is everywhere. We can't withdraw it. Even to become a leader of a village, you should be political enough to engage them. Okay. So, but again, the extent we're talking about of them coming, if you're NRM and you're coming to support a candidate, per se, so that's a message from far. If you want to give him money for buying posters, give him from far. But not again come.
So it's okay. It's okay for political leaders because to come and
besides being I didn't say come. Besides being a political leader, you are a person. You can have a good heart to want to help me with money to campaign, but give me. But again, coming on a rally and preaching hate of other groups and that, because students want to listen to ideas. How are you solving the issue of surcharge? How are you solving the issue of missing marks? How are you solving the issue of this and this? It is their issue. Whether you're NRM or FDC, so long as you don't deliver that magnitude, they will not listen to you anymore.
So, our friend is it Batungura? Batungura Bewoti died. So, Batungura Bewoti, may his soul rest in eternal peace. Naye njagala kumanya mwenga UNSA kati bali bayimiriza mugenda bagamba ki as you conclude.
Ugamba abayizi
the university
should listen to us. Nali wano last time no ngamba nti if the teachers don't stop the strike in 14 days, we are going to release. Within 3 days, I saw them saying that we have dialogued with the president and now go back to class. Our groups were waiting to hit. So now Makerere University, this is a clear message. Allow guild elections to happen.
To Professor Nawangwe.
Nawangwe, listen to us. This is the leadership of students of this country. Allow elections to happen and let the elections be free and fair. Most importantly, I don't know what the guild constitution says, but respect the guild constitution. If the guild constitution gives way for physical elections, kindly let the physical elections happen. Don't start riding on resolutions of the council to downplay the efforts of the guild leadership. This is the 88th or 87th guild leadership. There are 8 years more back. The leadership has been in place. So don't downplay the efforts of those previous ones. Kindly give them elections promptly and as well.
Not online.
Beef security. Because beef your security as Makerere. Why you will have Gom strong and NRS strong in Makerere? Because maybe you have allowed them to practice. So that's my message.
Okay. You have been with the Okoli, Brian, the finance minister.
I thought you the finance secretary.
So they are secretary.
Minister has appointed. Rather, finance secretary.
Okay, thanks for honoring Baba TV and having your views with us and sharing with us. We pray for Batungura. May he rest in eternal peace. And then I hope Makerere have heard your Professor Nawangwe, you've heard a message. Allow students to vote free and fair elections, and then we shall move forward. Sabachini Mayanja, Zembadeo, ne Shafik Adeho, Kamera, ne Okol Brian, wish you well.
Thank you so much.